to the ground. This time it's Martin. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
They'll run it. Here's Martin. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, you talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aaron Lynch in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball out of the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Ready. We got 3. We got 3.
Second down, Winston. Goes underneath to Martin. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Ready. White. 3 down. Hey, check.
Here's Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Ready.
First down. Here's the run with Martin. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They run it again with Martin. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Strong left. Ready. White.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Let's go now.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. First and goal from the 5.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Ready.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
3 down.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense.
Double tight. Ready. Ready.
They'll run for it with Martin. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Ready? Blue way.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
4 down.
Here's Winston. The quick slant caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Shit.
Gun! Detroit! Leopard!
A first carry now. This is Johnson.
110, 10.
And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now let's go! Green, 39! Green,
Second
39!
quarter now. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down.
Detroit!
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. The slot man in motion right.
Nice, sweetheart.
They find some open field here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. 2 really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
Watch it now, Barney!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Tight is Ringo. Tight is on the Ringo. Tight is on the Ringo.
Hurry up, here we go!
4 down.
Blue, line it!
4 down.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, You're really almost discrediting their work.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Double tight, double tight. Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Run.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right. Ready.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. They set up the screen to Martin. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tight end right. Ready. Out. 3 down. Wait.
Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right there around the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Ready. White 25. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Winston drops it off to Martin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
4 down. Ready. Blue whitey. Mike. Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Ready. Mike 55.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go now.
To throw, Winston. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
Blue lady.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
I know you felt that one.
Franks to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Set! Green, 39!
Now Garoppolo. To the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Now let's go!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Give him 30 yards there.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Tight end left. Tight end left. Hey.
Here we go now. Good, Leopard. Detroit.
On second down, Johnson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And back at the 8 now, 3rd and goal. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a play fake here on first down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Ready. Easy. Bang.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Winston. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now on the run, he'll throw it back. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on third down.
Strong right. Strong right.
No. Check. Patriot.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. William Golston with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
That's how we do it.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Double tight.
Let's go now. Sonic.
3 down, 3 down.
Winston now to throw on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is knocked down from the side, right at the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Ready.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Martin. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
Blue ready.
Again, it's Martin. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Bucs on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Jackson, the man in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Howard. And he'll be knocked down sideways, right near the 27. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun. Winston. Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Flip it. 3 down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's to the 10, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
They'll run. Martin. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and will leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's
Let's go
right.
now. Blue lady.
They try again with Martin. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Doug Martin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Now Franks for the extra point. And it's 21-3. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Hey, I got 83. We got this, fellas. Come on.
Set! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
Slot. Hey.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Chris Baker in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, defense. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, defense. We got double tight. Double tight.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
3 down.
Blue 90.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. William Golston in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, Garoppolo. Jeffrey with a catch left side. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's it, baby.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Back now in Tampa. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Heavy. We got heavy.
Here we go now.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Alshon Jeffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down. Wait.
Check. 2nd down, Winston. And his throw here's incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Jameis to throw it. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Fresh set of downs here.
Tight end left. Ready. Blue 80.
Winston. Throw left side complete. It's Howard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Tight left.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
3 down.
In motion right comes Jackson. Now they'll run it on the toss. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
Blue 80. Hey, check. 3 down. Sonic. Shift.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And Frank's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
Now it's Franks following the made field goal to send it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
Now that's good. Back into that Philly. Here we go.
And now they'll run it here off tackle.
Check.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number one cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
Garoppolo on first down. He's going to launch this thing. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Alshon Jeffrey with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. He's got it, and it's 24-17. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Double tight. Ready. Four down. Easy. Alert. White. Sponge.
Now Winston.
Check.
And he rifles one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Let's go now. Easy.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Flushed out right. Looking downfield for Godwin. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Leopard! No. Check. Patriot!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now let's go!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
That's it, baby.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th
Tight end
down.
to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, here we go. 3, 9, check.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Man left, man left.
Here we go now.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Set.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Hurry up, here we go.
He's back to throw. A swing pass caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Alshon Jeffrey finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They give this time to the tailback. A big hit. Knocked out sideways near the 48-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Now Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. And he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And as the 4th quarter winds down here, we're all even.
And no one wants this game to extend. They want to go ahead and win it right now.
Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Double tight.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now this game hinges on the right leg of Andrew Franks. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucs have won the football game. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Bucs, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. They'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.